round of testimony about the midair collision between an Army helicopter and an American Airlines jet back in January is about to kick off today. The chairwoman of the NTSB sharply criticizing the FAA and the Army on Wednesday for the deadliest aviation disaster that we've seen in more than 20 years. Nick's here with more on those findings. Nick, what were the biggest takeaways from day one?
Oh, the emotion from the family. Markie people were upset, they were angry, and there was new information. NTSB Chairwoman Jennifer Hamady says the altitude the Black Hawk crew was seeing could have been different from their actual altitude. Hamady adds that FAA ignored repeated warnings about the flight path around Ronald Reagan National Airport. An emotional day for the families of the 67 people killed in a January midair collision above the Potomac River.
It's very tough to be here today, but I wouldn't miss it. I'm here. My daughter was an advocate for those who had no voice, and so I am here to advocate on behalf of my daughter.
Now, back near the scene of the tragedy, several dozen family members gathered on Capitol Hill for a hearing as Federal Aviation and Army officials were grilled about the deadly accident.
We are so sorry for your loss. We wish we would have met you in different circumstances, but please know that we are working diligently to make sure we know what occurred, how it occurred, and to prevent it from ever happening again.
Carrying pictures of loved ones, some wiping away tears as they listen to new details about that fateful night. The National Transportation Safety Board playing this newly released surveillance footage showing the final moments the Black Hawk, flying well above the 200-foot height limit, crashes into the American Airlines jet, exploding into a fireball. Investigators say pilots of that helicopter likely didn't know how high up they were due to faulty altimeters. Adding, testing on devices used to measure altitude were off by around 100 feet.
There is a possibility that what the crew saw was very different than what the true altitude was.
They also shared hundreds of additional documents, including transcripts of conversations, black box recordings suggesting there was some confusion between the Army pilots and air traffic control, causing them to miss a warning to stay behind the approaching airliner. And NTSB officials will continue to search for answers, questioning witnesses and investigators on how the FAA and Army may have contributed to the nation's deadliest plane crash in decades.
I think the catharsis will come when those who are accountable will take accountability. These are difficult days, but necessary days.
Difficult days, but necessary days. Markie, it promises to be another tough day for those families as well. Hamady says it's possible the collision was not due to pilot error, and a final report will be released sometime next year. Day 2 of those hearings start at 9 Eastern, and of course, NewsNation will be there. Markie.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.